Hello, 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 or should I say ho, 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 everybody, and welcome to your Friday. If I look like I'm holding my head strangely, it's because my Christmas hat is just, I don't have the string, so I'm trying to keep my head very off. Hello, and welcome to God. Pick a something with me. I'm trying to bring a little bit of holiday cheer. I don't know about you, but I've had a crazy week. It has been so busy, and I wish I had an extra maybe 40 hours in a day just to try and get through all that I have on my to-do list. And I thought, you know what? I don't know about you, but I need a bit of a giggle. I need a little bit of fun. I need fun in my life right now. So I thought I'm going to have fun with Friday's pick a card, with Friday's pick a card. So as you can see, let me point to the right way. As you can see, I have created a intuitive Rene holiday casting board that I am going to bring us some inspirational and some fun and just something a little bit light-hearted, a little bit. I tried to find a Christmas hat in my house before I started recording, and I could. So we are settling for this, which, like I said to you, is just resting on the top of my head, and I'm so actually save us all the torture. Right, Christmas hat is gone. How cute is my Christmas? So yes, I do need to go shopping for Christmas hats because you can't have Christmas without. Anyway, so as you can see, I have created this casting board over here, and I'm quite excited to. What you have to do, I'm going to record 3 readings. At the time of recording this intro, I have not started recording yet, so I'm going to record. I'm going to switch off the face cam and just have it on the desk so that you can see where everything lands, and I'll be just hopefully getting fun. So if this is the first time that you are finding my welcome, so lovely to have you here. I do hope that you enjoy. We don't always be silly on this channel. Most of the time we're quite serious, but today I thought we'd lighten it up a little bit of holiday cheer. So we're going to have some fun. And for those of you who are returning every Friday for your Friday pick a card, I do one. Remember, all you have to do, push that like button. A little comment from you below would always be appreciated. I do so reading all the comments. I don't always get a reply to them, but I do read every. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for popping by, and I do hope that you enjoy. So if this is your first time, actually, before I talk, I do want to give an extra special love or show of gratitude for those members on my channel, those who pay monthly subscription, to have access to me and other content that I create. Live readings once a week, etc. Their names are going to appear now. Right, I'm pointing the wrong way. Their names are going to appear here now, and I do so value that I have 3 tiers available, and each tier gives you slightly different content, slightly different information, slightly different access to me. So if you would like to join, please clicking that button. All right, so pick a card. We're not picking cards today. What I have for you, trying to stick within the holiday theme, trying to stick within the holiday theme, what I've got for you is our first option is going to be a Christmas tree. So are you drawn to Christmas tree? I can do this right. Are you drawn to a Christmas bell? And are you drawn to a Santa stocking? So those are the 3 charms that I have got for you. So it is a Christmas tree is going to be our first reading. Our second one is going to be Christmas bell, and our third one is going to be Santa stocking. I want to see if I can hold them that you can see all 3 of them at the same time, so that you can choose which one you are drawn to. The Christmas tree will be number 1. The bell will be number 2. The Santa stocking reading number 3. So which of these are you drawn to? Which of these have the fun, light-hearted, casual message that Spirit have for you today? Something that you need to know as we enter into our holiday season and as we say goodbye to 21. So when you know which of those 3 you're going for, you can look in the description of the video below, and in the description you will find short links, timestamps that will take you straight to that part of the reading. And I do hope you're reading. Let's get started. Right, hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen the Christmas tree as the one that has the reading, the message, the guidance, and the inspiration that you need in your life right now. Welcome. So, here is a homemade, threw it together this morning, a holiday casting board. I have put on a couple of areas that I think will bring us a little bit of cheer, bring us a little bit of happiness. So you can see the things that we've got. I am going to use my charms for this. So I'm going to shuffle the charms. I'm going to do a sprinkling over the casting board, and then we're going to interpret. We're looking for a holiday message, just some kind of fun. Like I said, we really are just, well, I'm going to try and keep this light. I'm going to try and keep this fun. I'm going to try and keep it exciting, just because life is so complicated and so difficult and we're all struggling. So let's see if we can have a little bit of fun. Let's shuffle the charms. Let's see where they lay, and let's see what the message is for all of you who chose the Christmas tree. When I'm shuffling the charms, it can be a bit noisy. So if you are sensitive to sound, please do mute the audio until you have seen that the charms are on the table, and then you can put your audio back on again to listen to the message. Let's do it. Okay, so I tried to get the charms to go everywhere because normally the charms always seem to land in the middle. So I've tried to get the charms to land everywhere to give a good sprinkling. Let's see what we've got. Right, I have my pointy stick so that I can point to things without messing them around too much. And what is very interesting, one of the first things that I am noticing on this particular cast is this little charm that has come up over here. So this little charm is what I refer to as my significator charm. In other words, this means that we're talking about you in particular. So it's not about what's happening around you. This is about what's happening to you. And it's shining light on this. So this is Spirit saying to you how awesome and amazing and fabulous you are. And, Santa Claus has certainly noticed you, and you're going to be getting some luck, some happiness, some joy, some good stuff coming your way, because it is where we have shine light on this. So we need to shine light on you. This is an acknowledgement from Spirit of about how wonderful and amazing and fabulous you are. Right, let's see. Anything else? We have a spider on the Christmas tree. Okay. And I don't know if you can see that particular little charm over there, but we have a spider at the top of our Christmas tree. And if you actually look at it, so this is my quirky sense of humor. This is me being a little bit different. This is me climbing out of my comfort zone a little bit. But the shape of the spider could almost be like a pointed star, and he's almost at the top of the tree. So, and what we have at the top of the tree is often what signifies, the light that shines on everything, and the guiding light and all of those kind of things. So you're almost there. Okay, so I'm assuming that you are the spider and you have been climbing the tree. I have put the Christmas tree down as grounding energy, but it talks about climbing, it talks about movement, it talks about moving yourself from the bottom and climbing your way to the top. And you are just about there, which I think is really, really fabulous. Okay, here in the sweetness area, in the sweetness block, where we have the candy canes, we have got a lucky coin, and it is a Chinese lucky coin, and it talks about bringing joy, bringing happiness, bringing success. You also have another coin over here. I don't know if you can see. So you've got two lucky coins coming through, which again is really, really fabulous, really, really exciting. Here under social, we have got the ballerina. She is a little bit on her head, but that's okay. We're going to pretend that she's doing some breakdancing for us. But what this is saying to you, the ballerina is saying to you, is that maybe you've been tiptoeing around people. Maybe on a social level, you've been tiptoeing and trying to be as gentle and inconspicuous as you can, and trying to be as light and as airy as you can. And maybe it's time for you to actually start getting people to look at you, getting people to notice you, getting people to see your moves, your activities, your actions. So we're wanting to say to you here, become a little bit more social, but allow people to shine the light on you. Here we go. It's all coming together. To shine the light on you and to let people see you from a social, because there's definitely some success and some luck coming your way, because you have been working on yourself, trying to improve yourself and trying to be a better version of yourself. Okay, which is fabulous. I'm loving that. Now, here in the middle, I have this huge big Santa Claus, and he has got a huge big smiley face, and that's where we have quite a lot of charms that have landed. Now, the interesting thing, I haven't moved any of them yet, but right on top of his fabulous little face, we have a warrior's, not a warrior, what's the word I'm looking for, like a knight's mask, okay, a helmet, that's the word. Gosh, losing my words today. So it's almost like you need to, and it's under the area of just for you. So maybe it's telling you brace yourself. Maybe it's telling you that it's time to protect yourself. It's time to put your helmet on because, things are going to get rough, okay? Especially with the social and climbing up trees and all these kind of things. Things are going to get rough. And honestly, I want to just move it away from his face because shame. I don't want to cover his little happy face. Right there, we can see the helmet quite clearly. You need to, so it's about, if you are out and about, wear the helmet, put the safety on, do the things that you need to do, protect yourself. Don't be silly about it. But also, what we have over here is a bicycle, a guitar, and a teddy bear. Now, they're all sort of intermingled. So I'm going to pull them apart just so that the guitar is like right inside the bicycle. Turn the teddy bear around. So what again these are talking about, I link it very much to the social because that's what the guitar is. It's about music. Music is the I really am at a loss for words today. It's been a busy week. Let me just put it that way. And I have done nothing but talk. So words fail me right now. The guitar music is food for the soul. That's what I was trying to say. Teddy bear is nourishment. It's taking care of. It's also being protective, like the helmet. And the bicycle is about the freedom and the movement and also childlike. So maybe you're going to get a bicycle, guitar, or a teddy bear for Christmas. And with the bicycle will come the helmet in order to protect yourself. We have another hat over here, and this is a peak cap. All right, and the peak cap was by the area of our Grinch, which is talking about being naughty or nice. We also have a bat that has come through, and the bat is by the gifts are coming. So the bat is telling you that you may not see the gifts that are coming. It may be something that is blind. You may have to rely on sound to notice it and to hear it. But do remember, as far as naughty or nice, you're hiding under your peak cap. You're hiding under your peak cap and pretending that I'm not going to look, I'm not going to face it, I'm not going to acknowledge it because maybe you have been a little bit naughty and nice. Coming back to shining light on this, we have got the symbol, which is the symbol for healing. You also have the symbol for healing across the bottom here as well. So for all of you who chose the Christmas tree, we have the spider climbing up the Christmas tree going towards the top. But the message that's coming through here quite carefully or quite strongly is about taking better care of yourself, okay? Hence why Father Christmas was wearing the helmet. Hence why we're tiptoeing around social. We're hiding from the truth of whether we're naughty or nice. This is Spirit saying to you, shining the light on you. We need to acknowledge who you are, what you're all about. There is luck, okay? We've got these two over here, these two coins for luck, and we have scales of balance. And the scales of balance, I always look at them as, trying to find that balance, but also when it comes to the physical, especially when it's shining the light on this. And down the bottom here, what we're moving towards, we have got the lotus symbol and we have got the Hamsa hand of protection. So there's quite a few protection elements on this casting board that we have. I don't know if you can see, but just off the casting mat over here, we have a little apple. Bring it slightly in. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. So for those of you who chose the Christmas tree, over this holiday period, over this festive period, please do pay extra special attention to yourself, to your health, to your safety, to your security, to the things that you're getting up to. We need to be cautious, we need to be careful, but it doesn't mean that we need to stop. You are doing so well in what you're working towards and what you're growing towards and what you're wanting to achieve for yourself. Now, I didn't talk about this moving towards. So here we have Santa in his sleigh, and we have got the two the two reindeer. There is a little snowflake, and what I love about the snowflake, and just to move it off the reindeer's face, the snowflake is unique. All right, no two snowflakes are the same. Snowflakes, and I know here in the southern hemisphere, we're not having snow at this time of the year, right? Our holiday season has got nothing to do with snow and ice and any of that stuff, but it's about the uniqueness. And it's about recognizing your uniqueness, recognizing how we can all have trees and we can all decorate the trees, but no two trees would ever be the same. Trees will always be different. And recognizing your uniqueness, and that's what you're moving towards, and going back to the spider and reaching the top and climbing the top. It's what you're doing. You're moving towards happier and healthier environments. We're wanting you to be more active on a social level because there's a lot of luck coming your way. But you need to stop hiding. You need to take the cap off. Let people see your face. Let people see your eyes. Let people see who you truly are. And here, just for you, it's about safety and precautions and protection. But music is the food of the soul. So you need to be doing a little bit more I want to say you want to just have a little bit more fun, okay? It's so important for all of you to have a little bit more fun, but take care of your health, take care of who you are. And it's quite interesting as well. The only out of my six, gosh, no, nine, can't do math either. I haven't got words, I haven't got numbers. Right, I clearly need a holiday. The only area that sort of remained unoccupied is the grab this, okay? So this area over here was the only one that didn't really have any charms that landed directly on it. And I think it's because you've got so much going on as it is, all right? There's so much that you're already aware of, that you're already working on, that you're already working towards. You don't need to be adding anything more onto your plate, all right? Your plate is full. So we do have Hamsa, we do have Lotus, we do have all of these healing, health, personal care symbols and charms here. I want to just, because I know some of you are probably afraid of spiders, and here I'm like also excited about the spider, but let's just focus on the grounding energy of the spider for a minute here. Spiders have this unique, and I'm looking at that particular charm. Spiders have this unique ability to create silk. We all know how expensive silk is. We all know how wonderful it is to touch silk, to have silk, to wear silk, to whatever it is. So even though we're afraid of the creepy crawly of the spider, they are able to do something truly magical. And you know, they can do something that no other species on this planet can do. Their uniqueness is just truly, truly amazing and awesome. They do look scary, and of course, you know, we're all, personally, I love spiders. I wouldn't want to hold a big one in my hand, but I love the little creepy crawlies. But this is also grounding energy, a spirit saying to acknowledge your uniqueness, acknowledge what you're good at, acknowledge your special talents and special abilities, and use that in everything that you do, just like the ballerina does. Use what your skills are. Don't try and be somebody you're not, because that's what's happening here in this area over there, is about, you know, just acknowledge who you are, be who you are, and be happy, be proud of who you are, but celebrate your uniqueness, celebrate those aspects of yourself that make you different from anybody else. We all don't want to be the same. We want to be different. So let's be proudly different. Let's stand up for that, and let's acknowledge it. Shine the light on who you are, because that is something that you need to do. In the past, your focus, and that's for everybody who've chosen the Christmas tree reading, all of you have always been focused on other people, other people's needs, wants, and desires. And this holiday season, let's focus on you. Let's do things that make you happy. Let's bring joy and happiness into your life, into your heart, into your soul. And music, comfort, teddy bears, bicycle, childlike. But remember to practice protection in all you do. Sounds almost like a bit of a sex talk. But you understand what I'm saying. You understand, all right? We need to have that balance. We need to have those opportunities in our life. We need to recognize the healing, the health, that we can't just be work, 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 work. We need a little bit of social. We need a little bit of naughty and nice. We need a little bit of everything in our life, because it's what brings about the balance. So, friends, I do hope that you enjoyed your reading. This was me trying to keep it light. This was me trying to keep it casual. This was me trying to have a little bit of fun. I do hope that it relates to you. I do hope that you can understand the message in your life in one way or another. And if you do, please do remember to give this video a thumbs up. And I would love a little comment from you below. Always appreciated. And until we connect again, with love and blessings from my heart to yours, take care. And welcome to those of you who chose the Christmas bell as the symbol that has the reading, the message, the guidance, and the inspiration that you need in your life right now. Choosing a yellow one on a fairly yellow-brown table, it almost blends in. You almost can't see it, but the bell is there. Welcome to your reading. So as you can see, I'm going to be using my charms on my casting board that I have created. I'm hoping to keep this lighthearted. I'm hoping to keep this fun. I'm hoping to just bring a little smile into your life today. So let's get into your reading and see what spirit needs you to know. So I am going to be using my charms. I am going to give them a shuffle, and then I'm going to sprinkle them onto the holiday casting board, and yeah, then interpret and see the message that wants to come through. While I'm shuffling the charms, it can be a bit noisy, so if you are sound sensitive, please do mute the audio. And once I have dropped or sprinkled the charms, you can switch your sound back on and come back to hear the message. So let's get into it. All right, good. We have some charms. I try to distribute evenly. It doesn't always work. Right, let's have a look and see what jumps out at me first. First of all, I have to say that it seems to be most of the charms that have come up in this area, which is the naughty or nice area, and shine light on this. So it seems to be that's where the focus is going to be, and it's quite interesting. Bird, 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 snake, and fish. We've got all the animals over here, and there's no animals. Oh, we got another bird over there, and there's no other animals. We've got a gosh, a whale tail, and that's it. So very interesting that all the animals have come this side. So clearly, those of you who chose the Christmas bell as the one that has the reading for you, you're obviously an animal lover, or you're working with totems, or you have some kind of animal connection at the moment. And also interesting how it landed all by the Grinch. So let's have a look. First of all, I want to just move our snake. First of all, the snake is upside down. Not that that has any significance for me, because we've got quite a few upside downs all over the place actually, but I just want to move it so that you can see the naughty or nice writing. So here by the naughty or nice, we have our snake, and I also just want to turn it over because he's pretty on the other side. And I think what this is saying to you is that you are often both. You can be naughty, you can be nice. You often are both. And that's because the snake, sometimes the snake can be quite innocent as it slithers past and does its thing. And other times the snake can be quite harsh and biting and attacking and things like that. Now, the interesting thing comes here. This particular area of my casting board here is what I've said, shine light on this. So it's something that you need to highlight, or I need to highlight to you, that you need to be aware of, that you need to be mindful of. Grab this. I'm going to leave the bird there. So we've got an owl, we have got a crow. I'm just going to move it down, and we have got a fish. Now, what I am going to say to you about these three birds, I'm ignoring this one for now, but these three birds over here, we have the owl of wisdom, we have the crow of sneaky shiny objects, taking objects, shiny objects, and we have the fish, which is always the symbol of abundance and plentiful. Fishes work together in big schools and things like that. I know I'm being quite generalized, but you understand what I'm saying. The message that's coming through for me here, or that I'm picking up here for each one of you, considering sometimes we're naughty, sometimes we're nice, it depends on the situation, it depends on how we react, or how we perceive the situation, depending on whether we are naughty or nice. Shedding light of the situation, you know what you need to do, you know how you need to do it, you know everything that's going on in your life, but you can't seem to pull yourself away from shiny objects. I'm trying to keep it light, I'm trying to keep it casual, all right? And you will almost do anything to get your hands on something that you want, something that you've set your mind to, which could also be where this naughty and nice is coming into it. The fish, we often want, and I mean, let's be honest, we all like pretty things. We all want to have beautiful things in our lives and beautiful things around us. But sometimes we have restrictions and limitations on getting that, on having that. And this is something that Spirit is saying that you need to be aware of, that you need to be conscious of, okay? So what we have happening over here, shedding light on it, is you know what you need to do, you know what you're doing right and wrong, you know exactly what side of the coin you fall on when it comes to that, and you just seem to always be attracted to the shiny things, always attracted to, maybe even, I'm hesitating, but I want to say the wrong things, and obviously limitations and restrictions around what you can do. Now, what we have here in this area over here, we've got grab this, and what we've got is a really cute little bird, a cute little symbol. And this bird, it's not like specifically the crow, this is just, let's call it a generalized bird, almost like that one that we have over there. And it's interesting how this one seems to be facing in that direction. Grab this, my when I created this casting board, grab this was about what should you take advantage of, and it's taking advantage of your freedom to fly, your freedom to go, your freedom to experience. Don't always think about the restrictions, don't always think about the things that you can't have, the things that are just out of reach. Like a fisherman, when he goes fishing, he throws he casts into the ocean or into the water, and there's an abundance of fish, but he doesn't always get, even though he's so close. That's whoopsie. Sent the crow on a whirlwind there. So grab this is telling you to take advantage explore, fly, experience, try things. Don't be afraid to hold back, because there's this part of you that knows what's right and wrong. That's the owl. And remember where we are naughty and nice. But honestly, this is Spirit saying to you, have a little bit of fun, okay? Take a little bit of a chance, have a little bit of fun, but obviously within reason, okay? And I'm saying that because when I come all the way up to the top here, we have got the area of sweetness, and we have a coat hanger, we have got a whale's tail, and we also have the Star of David. So it is telling you boundaries. It is telling you restrictions and limitations. It is a continuation there. And it's interesting how sort of in the middle between these four, we have the scissors. Sweetness is telling you that you've been holding back, because that's what the coat hanger does. Coat hanger holds things for a later time, for another period. The whale's tail, if you think about, if you've ever been to the ocean and you've watched the whales, you don't know the whale is there until it brings its tail up and flaps it down. And we're all looking for that star of hope, that star of inspiration, that star of guidance. So the sweetness, you've been holding back, waiting for that moment, waiting for that opportunity. And this is Spirit saying to you, grab it. Take the freedom, take the opportunities, whatever comes your way, grab it, run with it, use it, and don't always be worried about whether you're being naughty or nice. Sometimes you have to give yourself permission to have some fun and to experience. Now, what we have over here, and I know this little charm is a weird little one, but I love it. It's in the block, it's in the area of social. And this is Spirit saying to you, this is my child symbol, okay? This little body that we have here is my reference for child. And this is telling you to have a bit of fun, because you're not having enough fun. You're being far too serious. You're being far too, and I get life is tough at the moment. I get that, which is why we needed a holiday casting board to have a little bit of fun. So this is Spirit saying to you to have some fun, be more childlike, be more casual, be more free in what you do, how you do it, and why you do it. Okay, sorry, I keep bumping the crow, so I just want to move them around a little bit. Be more social, be more creative, be more active, and connect with people in whichever way that you can that brings you happiness and joy. I almost want to ring the bell for you, okay, and say it's time. It's time to have some fun. It's time to be free. It's time to fly. It's time to experience. Don't hold everything back for the right moment. This is the right moment. This is the right time for you now to have some fun. The scissors is removing the confines and the rules and the restrictions and the limitations. The scissors is telling you, you are free. Cut yourself free and go. Okay. I'm going to come to our center where we've got 4 charms in a minute, but I want to just finish here with the grounding energy. I'm going to flip the charm over because it is upside down, and it is the charm that says my garden. And it's a little garden post with some flowers, and it's landed on the Christmas tree, which is grounding energy. And this is right here by the social. When I look at these, it's telling you to go outside and have some fun. Okay, so picnics, gatherings with friends, and I know we're under restrictions and limitations at the moment, but within those rules, within those confines, within those, but even if it's just with your own family, instead of sitting indoors behind a screen, go outside and have some fun. Get silly, get creative, and have some fun outside, because that is what you need. Grab the opportunity to be outdoors, to be free, to be casual, and to have some fun, because it's desperately needed in your life. Okay, moving towards, and gifts coming, we're both empty-ish, so we're not going to pay them much attention. In the Just For You block, we have the scissors pointing to our center, and we have got 4 charms. The first charm we have here is a cowboy's hat. And again, cowboy's hat is about outdoors, isn't it? Cowboy's hat is about outdoors. It's about getting outside. It's about protection from the sun. It's about recognizing that the sun is bright and therefore we need to have some protection, but it's still going out there, getting on the horses and having some fun, being childlike, playing in the fields, etc. The other charm that's sort of here on top of Santa's face, and I just want to turn it over, is a baby's pram. When do we use baby's pram? When we're outdoors again. It's about the children. It's about the playing. It's about the outdoors. It's about experiencing more than your home, okay? And then we have a beautiful teapot, and we have a beautiful flower. So I'm going to take these 4 charms, and I'm going to say to you, it is organize, arrange, and have some kind of outdoor event with friends and family where we are just laughing and being silly and having some fun over this holiday period, because this is what you need. You've become far too serious. You've become far too, I want to say, stale, and nobody wants to be stale. You're holding back and waiting for the right time, for the good time. And this is Spirit saying to you, that time is now. This is the good time. This is everything that you've been waiting for. It's happening now. It's time to set yourself free. It's time to release yourself from that. And don't worry about whether you're naughty or nice. Don't worry about it. We'll worry about that next year. We'll worry about that next year. Grab the opportunities to explore, to feel, to experience, and to be. And know that it's all going to be okay. Grab those shiny objects, okay? Be that crow. Grab those shiny objects. And the crows don't care about what other people's thoughts and feelings are. They just do it because they can, because they want to. And that's the kind of message that Spirit have for you here. Don't get too caught up in your head in the what's right and wrong and the do's and the don'ts. Obviously, there are rules, there are laws, there are all of those things. And we're not encouraging you to break those by any means. But at the same time, you have been waiting for far too long. You have been waiting for a sign. This is your sign. This is your sign from Spirit to go and have some fun. All right. So, friends, your bell has rung. The bell has rung. The bell is golden. The bell is gorgeous. The bell is shining for you. So, go and have some fun. Set yourself free and live the life that you should be living. Go and have an awesome holiday season. All right. So, friends, if you enjoyed this reading, if this made sense to you, if this just gives you that little push and that little nudge and shove in the right direction, please do give the video a thumbs up. And as always, I'd love a comment from you below as well. And yeah, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Hello and welcome. Welcome to all of you who chose Santa's boot, Santa's stocking, as the reading, the message, and the guidance that you need in your life right now. Welcome. So I have got the casting board, I have got my charms, and I am ready to go with your reading. So I'm going to try really hard to keep this light, to keep it fun, to keep it casual. I don't always succeed, I have to be honest with you. We're going to interpret the charms on the casting board, and the objective or the idea here or the intention that I've set is to keep it light, to keep it casual, to put a bit of a smile on your face, because I think we all need a little bit of a smile in our lives right now, don't we? All right, let's get into the reading. I am going to shuffle the charms and I'm going to sprinkle them all over the board. And as I sprinkle them, I'm going to sort of try and give them the opportunity to go anywhere they need to, anywhere they want to. And then, yeah, we'll interpret and see what the message is from Spirit for you. While I'm shuffling the charms, it can be a bit noisy. So if you are sound sensitive, please do mute the audio. And once I have sprinkled the charms, you can bring your audio back to listen to the message, to listen to the reading. And I do hope that you enjoy it. Right, let's shuffle. Oops. 2 charms have already jumped out the bowl. Okay, let's see what we've got. Charms have landed, right. So, interesting indeed. So there were 2 charms that jumped out while I was shuffling. We have got 3 that have come into that naughty or nice area. We have got 1 here in the middle, 2 on Santa, and quite a few around sweetness and social. And we've got 2 here by grounding energy. So let's have a look. So I'm going to start in the naughty or nice corner because it's always the fun one. So the first charm that we have over here is the charm that represents masculine energy, male energy. We have got the elephant, which means we don't forget. And we also have a cross, and the cross is about morals. The cross is about understanding. It's about, the difference between right and wrong and truth or lies. And with the masculine energy there, I think it's telling you to be brave, to be courageous, to be strong. And I understand, naughty or nice, that there are rules, that, society, laws, etc., that there are things that we can do and there are things that we can't do. But I am going to say to you, with the masculine charm, what I get from it is about being charming. And if you've got personality if you've got a bit of charm, if you've got a little bit of assertiveness about you, it's actually quite amazing what you can get away with, okay? But the elephant is saying to you, because the elephant is the charm of memory, it's the charm of, elephant will remember something that happened 30 years ago kind of situation. And we're almost torn between, what is the right thing to do and what is it that we want to do. And then this whole situation around remembering and that things will come back and bite you. Okay. So I think you're struggling. You're struggling between what you want to do and what you should be doing, or what is the right thing to be doing. And then there's this whole thing about, people will remember forever and situations will come back. So, if you do something wrong today, and it's interesting how the cross has landed on the naughty and our male energy has come onto the nice. So it really is, it's like, I'm so torn. I'm so confused and torn between what do I want to do? What should I be doing? What's the right thing? And I understand that, with life at the moment, as we have it at the moment, we're all sort of in that thing where we're trying to stick to the right thing. We're trying to do the right thing. But there's a part of us that just wants to break the rules. But we're always concerned around, how will we be remembered? What is the legacy that we're leaving? And how will people perceive us? How will people think about it? Okay. So, yeah, that's actually very interesting. What we have, shine light on this and grab this, is sort of sharing this Hamsa hand. Now, the Hamsa hand is a Jewish hand of protection, a Jewish hand of healing. And the Hamsa hand coming up in this area, and it's also about moving towards, it is saying, as we come out of this holiday period, and we sort of start over in 2022, we do need to focus on healing. And it's very interesting where this is what I refer to as my flower of life symbol. And where it's landed on our Father Christmas is on his tummy. So I am thinking that as we not now, okay, because yeah, we can have a little bit of fun. We're allowed to, especially considering we've got quite a few in the social block. We're allowed to have a little bit of fun, but I do think going forward, shedding light on this, moving forwards and grabbing this is about a little bit of healing around the stomach area, paying attention to, and maybe even during this holiday period, maybe you need to be mindful. You might not be aware of whatever this particular situation is yet, but it could be something that's coming up for you. So as you go through this holiday period, and coming up for you in the near future, just be mindful of the area around the stomach. Protect it, take care of it, be mindful of it, and just be gentle with yourself. All right. I'm going to leave the social block for last. Sticking with the Father Christmas area, which is just for you, we do have the guitar. So we've got the little flower of life symbol around the tummy area, which is saying to you, be mindful and aware of that. But it's also telling you the fact that it is Father Christmas, who laughs from his belly. He has that deep, contagious belly laugh. And the way that I've got his little hands out, and he is just so cute. I just love him to bits. I do think this is telling you to laugh a little bit more, and I do think it's telling you to have a little bit of fun. Sing your song, okay? Sing your song, put it out there. Music, and I did say it in one of the other, the previous readings that I did for this. Music is food for the soul, and this is something that you need. Belly laughs and music for the soul. It's what is needed, because life has been far too tough, far too hard, and far too serious. We need to lighten up a little bit. We need to lighten up a little bit, and we need to have a little bit of fun. Okay. Get our grounding energy. You have got two animals, okay, that have come through, and both of them are face down. So I'm going to flip them over just so that we can see they're pretty. I don't really interpret face down as anything different to its actual interpretation, but I just wanted to highlight that because I know some of you may think along those lines. We have got the seahorse and we have got the owl. So actually, as far as animals goes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 animals on the board. So grounding energy, we have got the seahorse. Now, what I love about the seahorse is his tail, okay? He uses his tail to hold on to things. So when he needs to rest, when he needs to stop, when he needs to do anything, he wraps his tail around a something to keep him anchored, to keep him grounded, all right? And then we've got, in this particular case, we've got the wise owl sitting on a branch. So both of them are connected and holding on to something. Both of them are very aware of their surroundings, very aware of what's going on around them. And both of them keep their eyes open. We all know that the owls can turn their heads, completely around to see. And actually, as I'm talking, remember I said to you while I was shuffling the charms, there were two charms that jumped out. One of them was this guitar, which is telling you to have a little bit more fun. And one is actually underneath here. So I want to separate them. and it's another owl. So here by the social, you have got an owl and we've got an owl over there. So you've got the two owls. And grounded energy with the owl and social with the owl is telling you, be very aware of what's going on around you, all right? Don't let anybody pull the wool over your eyes. You need to make sure that your eyes are open. You need to make sure that you are connected, that you are grounded, that you are seeing the truth, that you're aware of what's happening around you. Understanding the naughty and nice, understanding the healing and taking care of yourself. But grounding energy is really saying, as long as you're holding on to something, as long as you are connected to something, you're going to be okay. All right? It's when you let go. It's when you let go and you're no longer connected. That's when there could be situations and issues that are going to come through for you. But grounding energy, also with the seahorse, we know that seahorses are quite unique. They're quite different. They're so tiny but they're quite special. And so are the owls. So grounding energy is acknowledging that you are special, acknowledging that you need to be connected to something. And as long as you remain connected, you are going to be absolutely fine. Good. Right. Loving it. Social. So I want to turn this charm over as well, which was the one that was sort of on top of the owl, and it is the healing symbol. So we need to understand, okay? And as much as this whole particular reading here, I was trying to keep it all light-hearted, but apparently yours is going to go places. So the healing, we've got healing, we've got healing, we've got healing, all right? And we spoke about the healing that you need to be mindful of, that you need to be aware of. But the fact that it's the healing symbol itself has landed in the block of social, I think it's saying to you, don't overdo things, okay? Whatever, and again, I know it's holiday season, and I know there's a lot of functions and a lot of parties and a lot of whatevers, a lot of food around the tummy area, right? Okay, so this is saying participate and have some fun, belly laugh and all of that kind of stuff. Grab the opportunities, but it's also saying to you around the social, just be cautious, just be mindful of your activities, of what you're doing and how you're doing it. We do have a spider as well. He's sort of coming onto the board. He's off the board, coming onto the board. And next to the spider, or just above the spider, we have a ruler, which is about measuring. So, precise measuring. What does the spider do? When a spider casts his web, you know, he doesn't have a ruler, okay? The spider doesn't have a ruler to measure, but isn't the webs that he creates, the web that he lays, spins, I don't know what's the right word, isn't it so precise and just so perfect and just so intricate and detailed? And I think this is what Spirit is saying to you. Social, you need to socialize, you need to have fun, you need to let your hair down, we need to laugh from the belly, we need to participate in music. We mustn't be so worried about what's right and wrong. We mustn't be so worried about the future and what's coming up. We need to keep grounded, we need to stay connected, but we also need to give ourselves permission to have some fun. I think this is Spirit saying to you is understand there is a line, and once you've crossed that line, it's too much. And if, as long as you stay on the right side of the line, I think you're going to be okay. So I think this is Spirit saying to you, go for it. Have some fun. Participate. Eat. Be merry. Do all of those things. But understand the precision. Understand the line. And don't think, oh, you know what, just this one time I will go over. Just this one time I will eat an extra thing, or I will do an extra thing, or I will whatever. Don't do that. Stay within the confines of what is right and wrong, and the rules, the restrictions, and the limitations. And take care of your physical being, because that healing symbol that has come through there around the social is important, and we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention. So don't take any chances, all right? Don't take any chances. Don't push your luck. Stay connected, stay grounded, look after yourself, and above all, laugh and be merry, because that is that is the therapy, that is the medicine, that is exactly what you need in your life right now, is a little bit of laughter, a little bit of happiness, a little bit of merriment without going too far. So moderation is the key word for you. Everything is fabulous as long as you do it in moderation. All right. So friends, I do hope that you enjoyed. I try to keep it casual. I try to keep it fun and light-hearted, and it doesn't always work out that way. I hope that this connects with you, and I hope that this makes sense to you. I hope that it just helps you over the next couple of weeks, over the next couple of months. And yeah, if you enjoyed the reading and you connected with it, please do remember to give me a thumbs up on the video, and I would love a little comment from you below. And as always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours, and until we connect again, take care.